Hello, today is Wednesday, April 29th. Today we will be doing some measuring with gallons, pints, and quarts. And we're also going to be measuring with weight, so with pounds, ounces, and tons. So you will be completing the next 2 pages of your math work packet. Let's go ahead and look at this first page. We're going to be using Mr. GallonBot to help us answer the questions on this worksheet. Now I want you to think, have you ever heard of a gallon, a quart, a pint, or cups? I'm sure most of you have. But all of these words have things that are common about each other. They go into each other some way and somehow, and we're going to talk about that today. So think about a gallon. You can think about a gallon as like a gallon of milk. So your mom goes to the store and buys a gallon of milk. That's pretty big, right? That's a lot of milk. Or you can think about a pint. Your milk at school is a pint of milk. A pint of milk is 2 cups. So you're drinking 2 cups of milk at school, which is kind of cool to think about. So let's go ahead and look at the first problem, and we'll work through this together. Letter A says, how many quarts are in a gallon? You noticed I underlined those 2 words because they're important. So I need to figure out how many quarts are in a gallon. So I'm going to go over here and look at Mr. GallonBot, and I'm going to circle the word quarts, and I'm going to underline the word gallon. So to this 1 gallon, how many quarts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many quarts are in a gallon? 4 quarts. It's not just 4. You need to make sure that you are labeling your answer. Okay, let's go ahead and erase. Letter B, how many pints are in a gallon? Ooh. Okay, so again, we're looking at a gallon, and now we're going to be circling any word pint that you see. How many pints are in a gallon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 pints in 1 gallon. Let's skip around. Let me erase first. Let's jump down to letter I. Let's just look at letter I. How many cups are in 3 pints? So for this one, I'm going to have to circle 3 pints. 1, 2, and here's 3. Now it's asking how many cups are in those 3 pints. So for this pint, I have these 2 cups. For this pint, I have those 2 cups. And for this pint, I have these 2 cups. So how many total cups do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many cups are in 3 pints? 6 cups. Remember to label your answer. So go ahead and complete the rest of the worksheet. Letter L is going to be up to you if you'd like to complete. If you'd like to color your GallonBot, you can follow the instructions here, and it will tell you which areas to color. If you don't want to color GallonBot, that's completely okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next page regarding weight. Now you've probably heard, I weigh 97 pounds. Now, of course, Mrs. Hurt doesn't weigh 97 pounds. I weigh quite a bit more than that. But that's kind of an example. So we are going to look up at the top, weight. So 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So you may have heard your mom and dad say when you were born, you weighed 7 pounds and 12 ounces. So that means you were 7 total pounds when you were born, but you were also 12 extra ounces. For every 16 ounces, that's equal to 1 pound. Okay, now let's think of a ton. You've probably said the expression some way, oh, he weighed a ton, or that baby weighed a ton. An actual ton is 2,000 pounds. What? That is crazy. That's a lot of weight right there. Also, there are some abbreviations. So instead of, for every single answer that you write down here in just a moment, instead of writing 7 pounds, you could write 7 lbs. That is the abbreviation for pounds. Same thing for ounces or tons. Now, ton is with a capital T. So let's go ahead and look at this table at the top, and there's a few things that need to be filled out. We'll go ahead and fill that out. It says 3 pounds is how many ounces? Well, we know that 1 pound is 16 ounces. So in order to find how many pounds 3 is, we're going to have to take that 16 and multiply it by 3. So 6 times 3 is 18. So I'm going to write my 8 down below, plus 1 to regroup. 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So 3 pounds would be 48 ounces. Okay, next let's look at this one, which it says down below. Sorry, I just noticed that. So you can already see the answer here. 3 tons equals 6,000 pounds. But we could also take 2,000 pounds times 3 to get our answer. Now you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, this is hard. Remember, forget that the zeros are there for now. What is 2 times 3? 6. Now if I go back and I rewrite my zeros in, how many zeros do I have? 1, 2, 3. There's where your 6,000 pounds comes from. Now let me go ahead and erase all of this so if we have to refer back to it, it's not so confusing. Alright, let's look at 4 pounds. Number 1. Wants to know how many ounces are in 4 pounds. So you could either use this method. We know that there's 16 ounces in 1 pound. So you could either take 16 times 4 and find the answer, or you could do what they did up top and add 16 4 times. Either way is going to give you the correct answer. I like to do the multiplication because it's less to write. So let's go ahead and solve. 6 times 4, if you use your multiplication chart, that's 24. So I'm going to write my 4 down below and carry my 2 up top. 1 times 4. Any number times 1 is itself. So 1 times 4 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So 4 pounds is equal to 64 ounces. Let's go ahead and look at number 4. 5 tons. 5 tons. We know that there are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. So the easiest way to do this is to take 2,000 and multiply it by that 5 tons. Just figure out how many total pounds that is. So again, ignore those 3 zeros for now. What's 2 times 5? 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, so I write my 10 down. If I bring those other zeros back, how many extra zeros do I have? 1, 2, 3. Don't forget your comma. 5 tons is equal to 10,000 pounds. Wow, that's a lot of weight. For numbers 7 and 8, I'd like for you to pick one of those to do. You don't have to do both. I want you to pick one to do. So finish up numbers 2, 3, 5, and 6, and then pick 7 or 8. You do not have to do both 7 and 8 unless you want to. If you have any questions regarding this assignment, please let me know. Thank you.